Hey everyone, this tutorial is for one of my favorite classes this semester. It's Head and Hands at Cal State University Fullerton. So I'm really excited about this class. I think it's a class that a lot of students will definitely gain a lot from. So in this quick video this week, we are going to do hand gestures. Woohoo! So much fun. Yay. I'm excited about it. So hand gestures is just one of those things that is really the first few lines that you're putting down. When you think about a gesture, it's really just the essence of what you're actually seeing, and you're getting that down. A gesture is a quick glance. It's not a long stare, what we're used to doing where we're rendering, are we doing anatomy, are we doing construction. It's more so just trying to get rhythm lines, trying to get detailed contour lines if you can. It's good to have an economy of lines if you can. Gestures are normally very short and quick, as well as volume and mass if you can get that too. But one of the main things that I think I want you guys to keep in mind is you want to think of simple shapes. Keep it simple. The simpler the shapes are, the better. And also, if you can, think about those geometric shapes that you see right away that can help you at least get an idea for what the hand is doing. What is the action? What is the movement? What is the motion? Those are all the things that you want to think about, what you can use when it comes to that gesture. So one of the things that I want you guys to be fluid and make sure that when you're drawing, do not hold your pencil in the tripod method. We're doing gestures. So hold your pencil in the overhead method or overhand method, where basically your thumb and your index finger and your hand is over the pencil. Because guess what? This allows us to draw out our shoulder and not our wrist. Woo, yay! We got rhythm and line and things we can do. Have fun with that. Alright, so some of the lines that you want to think about is rhythm lines. So when we're thinking about rhythm lines, we're thinking about lines that are asymmetric. They're not symmetric. The human body is not symmetric, so you don't want to have little fingers that look like sausages. We don't want that. So you want to think of the hand and think of this gesture in more of just fluid, smooth, loose lines if you can. I have problems with that because I try to get too technical, but this is the idea that you want to go for. Another thing you want to think about, just think about some of the lines that you are putting down. Most of the times I don't really put down a lot of contour lines, and I normally keep my gestures as light as I can because I know I have to build on top of it. So one of the things that you want to kind of think about if you're going to go with the idea of, okay, where do I have some economy of lines, soft lines, hard lines, sharp lines, those type of things. But if you're drawing a hand, there's things that you can think about when we're trying to get that hand or that idea of what's happening with the hand, and where to place some of those kind of lines that you're looking for. So sometimes if you're able to draw inside, just keep your lines as light as you can. If you see some sharp areas like a bone or something, then you want to come in kind of hard. Or even when the wrist turns up, you can come in kind of hard because normally the wrist is straighter at these areas. And then you can probably soften some areas where you know that things are going to be just a little bit soft, darken some areas if you can. So if you can think about line weight, that would be great. But sometimes because we're moving so fast when it comes to a gesture, you can't really do that. But you want to just try and apply that. Another thing that you want to think about is just mass, getting the weight of the gesture. Even here where I'm like bending the finger because I want the pressure, that weight to come down. Those are things that you can think about as well. And then you also want to think about volume, how much space is taken up. Those are things that you can think about in gestures, but mainly keep it simple. You want to make sure you think of simple shapes. how to apply simple shapes to my gesture. Woohoo. Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna go over 4 different types of gestures for the hand. Yay, the hand. Alright, so we have the mitten, which I'm not 100% a fan of the mitten, but whatever floats your boat, you can definitely do that. The block in. I'm definitely a fan of the block in and using straight lines and blocking it all in. The 3 mass gesture of hands. I think I just made that up, you guys, but I like it. So the 3 mass gestures of hands is basically getting the 3 major masses. So you want to think of the palm, you want to think of the thumb, and of course your little 4 little fingers that are normally connected together or maybe separated. I have no idea, but you want to think about the construction just a bit in that gesture. Top, bottom, and side, what can I find in those 3 masses? Another thing you want to think about is the line gesture with points and dots. Not a fan of the point and dots myself, but this may be the gesture for you for your hands. You guys, whatever makes you comfortable, it's a gesture. Have fun with it. That's all you can do. Alright, so I'm gonna get quiet so I can do a time lapse so this video is no longer than what it should be. And I may do a voiceover just telling you guys what I'm doing. Alright, so let's get started. So you guys, I am starting with a mitten gesture here. So you want to think of a mitten. And then for this next gesture, it is the block in gesture. So keep straight lines, block it in. The next one, I am doing a point dot gesture, just using lines. And last but not least, we have the one that I made up is my construction, which is the 3 mass line, where you're getting in some top, bottom, and side, thinking about your palm, thinking about the top, bottom, and side of fingers, using more of a straight line, using more of a block in type method, which this is definitely the way to go that I love going. Alright, you guys, so these are some quick hand gestures that you can think about. So we have our mitten, we have our blocking, we have our 3 mass where I come in with a little bit more construction, but it's still a gesture, still a lot to do. And we also have our, guess what it is, our line gesture with dots and points, which, yeah, I mean, it's a gesture, but I need a little more information. I'm not a fan of this one. But you get an idea of what to do when it comes to your gestures. Gestures are always fun, easy, keep them simple. Don't overthink it. You just want to get the idea and the essence of it. You want to move fast through it because that is what aids in a beautiful gesture. You want to get the expression of what that hand is doing. Because that's what it's about. It's about the expression. And that's what you want to think about when you are gesturing. Alright, you guys. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Hoping that this will help. And it should. So, we have our 4 types of gestures. We think about our different lines. Want to have a weight that's there. Rhythm lines. Expression lines. Simple shapes. That's what a gesture is. Alright guys, I will see you guys later in the next video.